Evan Silva, at Advanced Silva, is Rotoworld's senior NFL editor, and Josh Norris, at Josh Norris, is Rotoworld's lead draft analyst. Together, they're breaking down every team's biggest needs and offering potential solutions in April's draft. For a breakdown on every team, check out the team-by-team draft preview schedule. Notable pre-draft additions: see Matt Paradis, the LB Bruce Irvin, WR Rashad Ross, WR Chris Hogan. Starting offense QB, Cam Newton RB, Christian McCaffrey WR1, DJ Moore WR2, Curtis Samuel SLWR, Jarius Wright Tay, Greg Olsen LT, Taylor Modone LG, Greg Van Roten C, Matt Paradis RG, Try Turner RT, Darrell Williams starting defense RE, Mario Addison La, Bruce Irvin NT, Dontari Poe 3T, Kawan Short MLB, Luke Ketchley WLB, Shaq Thompson SLB, Jermaine Carter LCB, James Bradbury RCB, Dante Jackson SCB, Cornelder FS, Rashawn Gowden SS, Eric Reed. Team needs Silva's analysis: edge rusher, already a weakness after Ron Rivera's disappointing Panthers defense finished bottom 6 in sacks, 35, and bottom 2 in quarterback hits, 72. This need was exacerbated by Julius Peppers' retirement, even if it was expected. Only Ree Addison, 45, was credited with more QB pressures than Peppers, 28, by PFF last season. Carolina needs multiple reinforcements on the edge. Irvin, who turns 32 early in the season, is purely a veteran depth investment. Offensive line, question marks exist at both tackle spots, with Modone moving to left tackle full-time and Williams coming off a lost season knee. Left guard is wide open, and Paradis has struggled with injuries of late. Last year's Panthers line played well early but faded down the stretch. Secondary, Carolina's most obvious secondary hole is at safety, where Reed was resigned but 38-year-old FS Mike Adams wasn't retained after the Panthers allowed the NFL's 7th most yards per pass attempt, 7.7. 2018 third-round pick Gowden was mostly a non-factor as a rookie. Top CB Bradbury deserves an extension entering the last year of his deal. Number 2 quarterback behind Newton, shoulder surgery, and number 2 running back are less immediate but still existing needs. Panthers 2019 draft picks: Norris's options 1, 16. DeAndre Dillard, Washington State. We will have more answers about the Panthers' likely starting offensive line after the draft. One option: the Panthers could draft an interior offensive lineman, have Modone play on the left side and have Darrell Williams back on the right. That is worrisome, as the Panthers don't have a tackle on their roster that has spent extended time on the left, and Modone has already shined at right tackle. Instead, Dillard would be a perfect selection due to his wealth of pass pro reps at left tackle, allowing Modone to stay on the right side, forcing a camp competition between Darrell Williams and Van Roten at guard. 247. Edge Christian Miller, Alabama. This might sound early to some, but hear me out. Pass rushers who move and bend like Miller often aren't available outside of round 1. His flexibility as a pass rusher is really appealing. And for a team that will be more multiple on defense in 2019, which I read as the team knowing they must manufacture pressure rather than rely on players who can win their individual matchup, Miller is a perfect fit due to his responsibilities on Alabama's defense. 377. D.L. Colin Saunders, Western Illinois. Interior line is a low-key need for the Panthers. Dontari Poe offered little after signing a big deal. Vernon Butler never lived up to his first-round selection. Saunders has some legit flashes of interior disruption despite coming from a smaller program. 3-100. S. Marquise Blair, Utah. Stop reading this and go watch Blair's game. He flies forward and plays outside the tackle box and inside in trash, often beating linebackers to the play. That type of upfield, aggressive style is something the Panthers clearly valued in Eric Reed. It adds to their identity on defense. This might move Gowden to the slot. 4-115. QB Jarrett Stidham, Auburn. I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers panic a bit at quarterback, selecting one earlier than expected. Pick no. 100 is feasible, especially if the player from the tier they want to choose from is selected in round 2. Will Greer, perhaps? I don't get it. I'd rather sign Josh Johnson than try to develop an on-round 1 quarterback. 154. RB Alexander Mattison, Boise State. The Panthers had a talented backup in C.J. Anderson last year, they just refused to use him. I don't know what style they are looking for in McCaffrey's backup, but rather than select a bruiser, why not side with a player who also succeeds in passing situations? A player that doesn't force you to change your style? 187. WR Keyshawn Johnson, Fresno State. It appears the Panthers view DJ Moore as an outside receiver. I'd love for them to attack the position even earlier, maybe with Miles Boykin in round 2. If not, Johnson is the type of player who can create separation and sustain it out of the slot.